All right, what's up? Prince Sports in the house. What up, Mr. Ohio? What up, LeBron James, the GOAT? Speaking of Lakers, they're down. It's 8-2. Let's see if this game will go into overtime like the last one. There's no Anthony Davis playing in this game, so you may just get that. You may get that game. Hello, man. What's up? So, yep. Back like I never been. Gone. Salute, Octavius. What's up? Now, before I even touch on this game, he always comes through saying Lakers for life. Before I even get touch on this game, I wanna talk about, you better cook. Hold on. All right. Now, before, man, LeBron better go off for 50 into the game. All right. But what's up? What's up, Zach? All right. Before I even get started, I want to talk about Kevin Garnett. Okay. That statement he made that guys played from 20 years ago couldn't play in today's league. Okay. So he's talking about 20 years ago. He's talking about his generation, which is the 2000s. All right. So let's pump the brakes a little bit. Kevin Garnett is from the 2000s. That's his prime. Okay. You getting drafted don't mean nothing when it comes to your prime. Okay. Kevin Garnett got drafted in the late 90s. He missed the whole 90s decade. So he's not part of the 90s, really. He's part of the 2000s. Okay. T-Mac, Kobe, Shaq, those boys. Okay. Allen Iverson, the 2000s. Okay. So he's saying guys from that era couldn't play in this era, which makes no sense because a lot of those guys, the Kobe's, the Dwayne Wade's, the LeBron James, they all come from that era. And they all been playing, they all could play in this era. So I don't understand what he was talking about with that. I think that absolutely make no sense. And even if he's referring to past players, he should have a brain to realize this. Greatness transcends to any era. Okay? If Michael Jordan was born in the 80s or 90s, or let's say early 2000s, he'll be like a rookie coming into this league, right? But you fail to realize Jordan wouldn't be the same Jordan that you see. The athletic ability will still be there. The drive and the attitude will still be there. But what would be different would be his skill set. He'll be coming up on Drake, the whole Drake era, his surroundings, coming up in this place or that place, all plays a part to how you are as a person. Okay, so Jordan, if he was playing today, he would be doing step back dribbles, Euro steps, all that type of stuff that vindicates today's basketball because that's all he would know. He would be from this era. Okay, so if you're a superstar, your intangibles would carry with you on to the next generation or era. Now, Jordan's signature move was a fadeaway jump shot. He'll be doing a fadeaway jump shot in this era. And Jordan shot 32 to 34% from three. So if he was from this era, he'd be shooting the three ball a lot more than he did in the 90s. Now, he didn't shot the three ball in the 90s because, newsflash, that wasn't what the game was about back then. Okay, it was different game. So you adapt to your surroundings. That's how life is. That's basically how greatness transcends. It goes to any era. Okay, no matter how great you are. It's the same with rap music. Okay, Jay-Z, Nas, they could still make songs now because even though they're old school, if you got the gift, you got the skill, it's gonna come and translate to any era. Okay, so you can't stop that. Now Shaq and Mutombo, would they be shooting threes? Probably no. But you never know. If they came up in this era, they was raised that way, there would be, they be doing. And Garnett not spitting facts, Zach. Okay, he's making no sense. Okay, he's basically saying himself and guys can't play in this era. That actually make no sense. So Kobe can't play in this era? Are you really that stupid to think that? Who would think that? Is Kevin Garnett stupid to say that? That's just dumb. Well, you can't imagine them shooting threes because that's not their game. But if they were brought up in the era of shooting threes, they would have been shooting them. Okay, you got to take your mindset out of certain things. Don't look at something as, okay, this is what I know this guy to be doing. If he's up from a different generation, his whole mindset, his whole approach to the game would be completely different. So those guys you're talking about would be shooting threes, okay? They probably would be decent at it. They'd be like a Joel Embiid shooting threes. Joel Embiid is a 5. He shoots threes because he's from this era. So if Michael and Kwame Brown was a scrub in his era when he got drafted. So he'd be a scrub in this era. Greatness transcends to any era. I'm talking about just superstars. No role players, no all-stars. Superstars, okay? Superstars. Greatness transcends to any era. You know, no, James Harden would not be averaging 100 points. Get your mind right. He would not be. If he can't do it now in a generation where you can't barely touch people, what makes you think he could do it in the 80s when you can touch people? And most of James Harden's moves would not be incorporated into the 80s. You can't do no Euro step, no king and no step back. Those were considered travels. You know, those would have been considered travels. Now, here's what James Harden would have been. He still would have been a great player. He still would have been an all-star because greatness transcends to any era. If you're a real superstar, greatness transcends to any era. Now, the question will come about, is James Harden really a superstar? Okay? Do you view James Harden as a real superstar? Because superstars are guys that actually are a little more accomplished in the playoffs or in the postseason, you know? Man, Antoine Walker, yeah, but you know, you Antoine Walker is not like a superstar. He's just a regular all-star, man. Rasheed Wallace is another dude. He's not a superstar. So some of the guys you mentioned aren't superstars, you know. Superstars can transcend to any era. Now, fast forward this. Imagine if LeBron James was brought up in the Oscar Robertson era. There won't be no step backs, no fadeaway threes, no hip hop Akron LeBron James. You would get 1960s LeBron James. He had been brought up in that same era. So he'd been doing the same thing Oscar Robertson is doing because that's what he knows. And he wouldn't have been raised on Michael Jordan and Kobe. He would have been raised on the guys before him. Okay? That's how stuff transcends. So if you zap LeBron into the 1960s, keep in mind that same LeBron you see on TV would not be the same LeBron that's in the 1960s. Okay? LeBron won't even know who Drake is if he was born in the 1960s. Okay? He wouldn't know what that hip hop era is. I keep saying hip hop because that molds and shapes your state of mind and your attitude. You know, everything that's around you and how you raise or who you watch coming up folds your game. Now, LeBron modeled his game after Michael Jordan and Kobe, two of the guys he claims that he looked up to. So if he couldn't look up to Kobe and Jordan because he came before those guys, he would have been looking up to somebody else. So his game would have been completely different. But here's the thing. He still would have been an all-star. He still would have been a superstar. He still would have had championships. Now do you understand where I'm coming from? Greatness transcends to any era. So for Kevin Garnett to say that, I guess he must have been smoking or something. But dog, you're literally disrespecting Kobe Bryant and all the dudes that from your era. Okay? All the times you was getting waxed by Kobe and Shaq, you're not even from Jordan era. So let's not even go there. You are from the 2000s. Okay? You're not a 90s guy. You're not an 80s guy. Jordan is an 80s, 90s guy. Kevin Garnett is a 2000s and then a 2010 guy because he retired in that era. You know, if you played 7 or more years in a decade, you're from that decade. If you miss 7 or more years in a decade, you are not from that decade. If you got drafted in 1998, the whole decade is over with. There's only one more year left in the 90s. You're not from the 90s, dog. Period. Okay? LeBron James is from the 2000s, but he got drafted in 2003. That man played 7 years, 7 to 8 years of the early 2000s. He was there playing. Okay, that's a long time to be playing. You are part of that era. It's as simple as that. So basically, he's saying those guys, newsflash, LeBron James is still playing. LeBron James is from your era, Kevin Garnett. What are you talking about? You're making no sense. Paul Pierce is from that era. You think Paul Pierce can't shoot threes? He did it when he was playing in his era. Okay, so a lot of stuff here, just get your mind right. You're not making any sense. You got to speak with some facts. More clutch than Steph. But the Brooklyn Nets put on a show today. I give them that. They put on a show today. So I had to flame them dudes like that. Prime T-Mac will still be an all-star in today's league. No question. T-Mac was able to shoot threes. He was able to take people off the dribble. How the hell would he not be an all-star? You know how stupid that sounds? So T-Mac can't shoot the three, I guess, huh? T-Mac is this slow, unathletic guy that can't keep up with today's players. That sounds ridiculously and utterly stupid. That's just dumb and stupid. That's why I didn't make a video on it. I just talk it out now to flame this guy because he makes no sense. Grant Hill's another one. Grant Hill would be a great player in today's league. All you have to do, you can't barely touch nobody. You could just go to the basket and score, So keep that in mind. When you talk about generations and eras, it's like having a time machine. You're going to get depleted of some things when you go back in time. Okay, LeBron James can't go into the 90s with a Euro step. It's a travel. The move is not allowed. Okay, step back, not allowed. So you have to do something different. KG got a book coming out. Man, what, saying more ludicrous, dumb shit? How stupid could you possibly be? You play professional basketball. You pick Kevin Garnett in today's league, he'll be another Joe Embiid, probably a little better. Joe Embiid, he could take people off the dribble. You don't have to shoot threes to be great, by the way, anyway. But these guys, these 7-foot guys shoot threes. Dirk is from the 2000s. Dirk can't play in today's league. Man, please. The man retired in this era. Oh, you want headphones? Which one? You want headphones?
Yeah.
Always here. Take a pic.
My headset.
You like those ones, huh? That's your favorite. So I had to flame this guy before I even start talking about this game because he sounded stupid. Whoa. Come on, man. T-Mac got no championships. Dude barely couldn't get out the first round of the playoffs in his prime. It's kind of offensive to even say that, man. Now, Zach must be clout chasing. Don't do that to D-Wade. The guy's the third greatest shooting guard of all time. Don't you think that's a little offensive? The man did win a championship, No, man, KG must have got slapped in the head with a basketball by Shaq from all them times that Shaq and them made him quit in Minnesota. What up, AK? Nah, you in just in time, brother. You in just in time. But it's 21-11. Lakers are down. They're gonna play Possum. They're gonna try to get this win, make a late fourth quarter surge. That's their game plan. You watch people long enough, you figure out their game plan and their schemes. All right. But, and a lot of these, I bet you, I could guarantee you a lot of LeBron fanboys, these in closet love jock scrap lovers from LeBron. Oh, look, Kevin Garnett is talking about the 90s. Nah, not everything is about Jordan. Kevin Garnett is not even from Jordan's era. Okay? Period. This man is from the 2000s. Okay? And a lot of you guys, Zach, all of you guys came up in the 2000s. So stop acting like guys from 2000 to 2009 can't play in today's league when some of them are still playing now. Carmelo Anthony is still playing now. LeBron James is still playing now. Dwayne Wade retired in this era. Okay? Stop it. Okay? Stop it. You're making all these guys coming out here saying stupid shit. You're making yourself look dumb. Yeah, his back and knee injuries killed T-Mac. Back and knee injuries killed T-Mac. Yeah, he was spoken, man. I don't know what the hell. He must have been spoken that good stuff. He must have been like, yo, J.R. Smith, give me some of that spoke. Let me just say something stupid. Okay, Kevin Garnett, if you played today's league, you'd be another Joe Embiid. Last time I checked, Joe Embiid was an MVP candidate. So what makes you think Kevin Garnett can't do it? Okay, that's what's up. But this is not about the 80s or 90s. This is not about Michael Jordan. So let's take that off. We're talking about KG and the 2000s because that's where he's from. Okay? His prime, his era, his story is all about playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 2000s. Couldn't get past Kobe and Shaq. He left Minnesota, went to the East Coast, went to Boston, and won a championship, forming a big three, with Boston and winning a championship with them guys. So let's stop. This is the same guy that said that he ran LeBron out of Cleveland. Dog, if you ran LeBron out of Cleveland, guess what? Kobe and Shaq ran you out of Minnesota. If you want to go about that, stop being a hypocrite. This dude KG, man, I swear to God, man, this guy KG be acting stupid. And I like KG. I used to like him in the 2000s. I like the toughness, the rawness that he had. George Marison is not an all-star or a superstar. Sean Bradley's not an all-star or a superstar. So I said superstar. And we're not just going to take anybody. If you're going to start talking about role players, then that's when it gets debatable and tricky, because role players could barely make it in any league, in any era. They got to fight and scrap because they're not as talented as a superstar. Now you got Pitt Wade above AI, man. AI ain't got no championship. Wade do. Stop disrespecting D Wade, man. Zach, you on a D Wade disrespecting band today. What did D Wade do to you? Or is it because he's standing in your boy James Harden's way? In order for James Harden to get that number 3 spot, he's gonna have to get Dwayne Wade. Carmelo will still be a great player in today's league, but now you're talking about 90s and 80s. So we talking about 2000s. Yeah, those Stooges won. Wow, they actually perfected their movie and they won a game, and it was a good blowout. Kyrie had about 35 points, so they did their thing. Yeah, Patrick Ewing and Hakeem, those are all-time greats. They could do anything, And you don't have to play a lick of defense in today's league anyway. So all them guys still could score. Okay, and when you say guys' names, take in fact that they will not be the same. They will have been completely different because their style of play, they will be completely different. They will have to play a complete different style, and they would have been used to it because it would have been normal for them. Okay, it's like me telling you, do you like eating pizza with pepperoni? You may say, no, I don't like pizza with pepperoni. But guess what? If I take you in a different timeline, in a different era, and I brought you up on eating pizza with pepperoni, you will have a different state of mind now, won't you? All right? So the body, the mind is accustomed to whatever is surrounding them or whatever limitations that you have. This is why when people make stupid comments like, Scottie Pippen ain't no superstar. Scottie Pippen would have been a all-star. But he wouldn't have been like a numerous year all-star. Scottie Pippen would have been an all-star for a year or two, and that's it. He averaged 16 a game. So So he'll be bringing that 16 a game in today's league. Maybe he'll boost up to 20 or 18 because you don't play that much defense. So, Scottie Pippen wasn't a lights out scorer anyway. So it's not, and his best benefit was playing defense, and he won't be able to do that much anyway. So he'll be solid, but Penny Hardaway would be a beast in this era because he could score and play make. Ray Allen, but we already seen Ray Allen play in this generation. Even as an old man, he was still able to get up buckets. So, Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson is a little debatable because Kevin Johnson was just an average all-star. Kevin Johnson wasn't a superstar. If you're not a superstar, you're a second-tier player or you are a role player, then it's debatable. But greatness transcends to any era if you're a superstar. Man, LeBron James didn't surpass no Michael Jordan. He surpassed Michael Jordan in losses. By 2016, he still had less wins and less accomplishments than Michael Jordan. Man, unless LeBron James had 7 championships by 2016, maybe you know something I don't know. So I don't know. Ryan, you must have saw my Brady and Jordan video. You must have saw my Brady and Jordan. I gave it to Jordan, okay? But I gave it to Jordan because, Tom Brady had some scandals around some of his wins with the Deflategate and all that other stuff. Speaking of wins, Kawhi Leonard got 36 points and the victory today. So Kawhi Leonard put on the show today. Lakers 21-32 so far is the score. Oh, Jason Kidd and Gary Payton were good. They were good. Jason Kidd is a 2000s baby, though. He got drafted in the 90s, but those was his rookie years, man. His prime was the 2000s, playing with that New Jersey Nets team, getting them to the finals twice, and that team wasn't even full with all-stars or nothing like that. And for them to get to the finals twice was pretty remarkable, That was a pretty good team. Chris Paul equals Magic Johnson? Man, that's a mouthful right there. Nah, I can't go with that. We can't be disrespecting the great Magic Johnson. The big three are the Celtics? What you mean, with KG and all them boys? But if you're talking about the big three of the KG and Paul Pierce and all them dudes, I mean, they were solid for one season. After 2008, they were all right, man. They were good, though. They got together just in the right time to win the championship. They had one good year left in them. The rest of the years, they were still good enough to go to the finals 2 times out of 3. So. Oh. So, yeah, man. Just had to do that real quick. I had to flame KG real quick for saying stupid stuff. So if you guys think Allen Iverson or Paul Pierce couldn't play in today's league, you really are smoking something. I mean, I don't know what other way to put it. KG himself will be an all-star in today's league. So I don't know what he's talking about. He would have been an all-star if he was in his prime playing right now. No. See what score is. The Lakers still playing catch-up basketball. Len Bias could have, should have, would have. We don't know, man. It's just one of those situations. From what I heard, Len Bias, but I saw Len Bias and Michael Jordan play against each other. It was very epic. I mean, Len Bias could have been that guy. He could have been that guy to take Jordan out. He could have been, but we would never know. No, Len Bias was no joke, man. The dude was definitely ahead of his time. He got caught slipping. He used drugs one time, and that killed him. So. Yeah, I had you for a moment. I had you going for a moment there, huh? You thought I was gonna say breaking news. Kevin Durant hurt for the whole season, something like that. Yep. And Dirk could shoot threes, could take people off the dribble. Okay. If Luka could do it, Dirk could do it. So, man, KG on something, man. KG on something. He really is on something, Octavius. I don't know what the hell wrong with the boy. He on something. You're gonna disrespect a guy like Kobe and say Kobe couldn't play in today's league. The guy retired playing good in today's league. He was old, beat up, and still dropping 20+ points a game. So how the hell could Kobe not play in today's league? Is he on something? You gotta remotely be on something. You just say 20 years ago. So you're counting the time frame from 20 years ago. That means you got to add the 2010s. We just came out the 2010s era, from 2010 to 2019. What the hell's the difference from that era to this one? Okay, they still got almost damn near the same players. You just retired in the 2010s, man. What is wrong with you, bro? What is wrong with you, KG? Have you been smoking that crack? Dude is crazy, man. Thank you. He dropped 60 in this era. You're right. And he was old. But you say he can't play? He can't play in this era? Are you kidding me? Yeah, occasionally. When it comes to like high school and college, I don't really follow that style a little bit. Or I wait till they turn pro. Now you got to get T up in here if you want to talk about college basketball. That's his forte. That's not really my bag. I don't really do college basketball. That's why I don't do live streams of college basketball. I kind of just stick to the pros. Yeah, Pacers do suck. And Samurai, your team is losing because that's what they do. They play catch up until the fourth quarter comes. So don't have a misfit over it. That's their playing style. They're an old team. LeBron James is an old player. He wants to save time and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go hard in the fourth quarter. If we keep the game close, if we're down by 6 or 7 in the fourth, I'm gonna make a comeback and try to win the game. That's his logic. That's what he's trying to do. So I know his game plan. I bet you fourth quarter come, you're gonna see a different Lakers team. Yeah, I know there's no excuse, but hey, that's their game plan. If they lose, then that's on them. Nobody told them to lollygag throughout the whole game and just play good in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I do that one. Durant will be back against the Warriors, the Big Three, or the Three Stooges. They'll be back on Sunday. So I do a live stream on Sunday. So hold on for a minute. Now we got Laker fans in here. How many guys in here are truly entertained by watching the Lakers play this year? Now, be honest. Tell me your honest opinion. Are you entertained watching the Lakers play this style of basketball? Lollygagging and just trying to make a game out of it in the fourth quarter? Is this good basketball to you? It'll be a couple, man. I'll probably do a Guinness World Record on these Three Stooges, man. Larry Irvin, Mo Hardin, all of them dudes. And Curly Durant. Man, how you did that? How you got 2K21 for 20? Is it on the old system? All right. So Ryan says he's less entertained in the by the Lakers this season. Yeah, it's just sleepwalking basketball. I'm glad some of you guys noticed this. These guys play bullshit basketball until the fourth quarter comes. It kind of makes me get pissed off when you do a live stream and they're not playing hard until the fourth quarter comes. Yeah, but Samurai, I know that. I just answered you a simple question, Samurai. All right. Are you entertained by the fact that they lollygagging? You know what they're doing. So don't sit there and act like, oh, the Lakers are playing bad. They're playing bad on purpose because they want to have a late fourth quarter surge. A lot of teams are doing this in the league now. They just lollygagging, and I think a lot of it is for the simple fact that they only had 72 games. So you're going to get a little sluggish and you're going to get a little disappointing basketball. These guys don't want to put their whole body and health on the line for these regular season games. I mean, if you're going to tell Frank Kogel to bench the bad players, you got to do it to everybody because they're all playing, BS basketball. They're all playing, let's just cruise. The Lakers are in cruise mode. They're playing half-ass basketball until the fourth quarter comes. It doesn't take somebody, it's not rocket science, man. You could look at these games and tell that they're not playing hard until the fourth quarter comes. Are you entertained with this quality of basketball? Okay? I'm an old school basketball fan. I've been watching basketball since back in the day. And I never got the sense that a team was lollygagging or just bullshitting around until the fourth quarter came. With Jordan, he gave me my money's worth from beginning to end. He paid the price for it because his career didn't last that long. It didn't last like 18 years or nothing. But at least he gave me what I needed when I was watching him. Yeah. Now you're gonna have to do something to get back in this game because if you let this score go out of reach, they can't make a fourth quarter comeback. But that's what they're doing. Okay. I said this several times about the Lakers. They play bullshit basketball from 1 to 3 quarters. They turn it up in mid-third quarter. And then fourth quarter, they go all out trying to get a win. Okay? That's what they do. Now, you're down by 20 points. It's going to be hard to make that comeback. So... even with Kobe never disappointed me on the entertainment level. I could put on a game, know that Kobe's going to go all out. He's going to play hard. He's not going to take breaks off. LeBron is coasting, man. LeBron ain't playing hard. Look at him. He's just chilling, relaxing. It's like, man, I'm just waiting for the playoffs. Yeah, you're right. The Misfits should not be beating you guys, but you know, that's your team state of mind. You guys act too cool for school, you know? I don't think the Lakers aren't worried about the Thunder at all. They pretty much know at any given time they can make a surge to try to win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes into overtime because the Lakers are going to allow it to go into overtime. Instead of putting your foot on their neck and closing this game out, they rather just get into cruise mode and take chances they could perhaps lose the game. 43-25 is your score. Yeah, the Lakers got a very sweet schedule so far. They're playing a bunch of bums, and I guess they're getting bored. When you play bad teams, you do have a complacency to get bored. Unless you have a big killer instinct drive that you just want to put your foot on somebody's neck, then and only will you have games where you could blow them out and just sit down, you know. So now it's 29-45. They're going to try to keep this game close. Well, man, if AD's having a little injuries, you got to sit him down. You just have to. You got to look at the big picture. Because if AD gets hurt big time, AD could be the reason why you guys don't win the championship. If Anthony Davis gets hurt, you guys won't win the championship. I don't care what anybody says. No Anthony Davis, no championship. As simple as that. Basketball is a team game. We do give credit to a lot of the superstars, but it is a team game. So if, what I'm saying, if Anthony Davis don't make it back, he say, hey, yo, what's my boy Zach at, man? So, man, Zach be up in here for like 30, 40 minutes, disappear, Tell me more about this 2K you got for $20. Speaking of that, let me show you something. Even if you're watching, Zach, you may be too late, Damn, samurais, you a tyrant out here, man. You just pitting people to work. You don't care. You like, get to work. No excuses. Boom. Okay, now I'm showing you this. Okay, for a reason. I got this in the mail today. All right. Did I expect this? No. GameStop made a mistake. They sent me a gift card for $212. And I did nothing to deserve this. Okay? I don't know why they gave me this. I checked the balance on it, and it's $212. If you don't believe it, look at it right here. I give you all facts. Let's see if it's not blurry. All right? It takes that after this game, So they just hook your boy up for no reason. Now I could take this gift card. I could do one or two things. Okay, I got the angel on one side and the red guy on this side. What shall I do? Temptations. Shall I call up GameStop and tell them you guys sent me a gift card for no reason? And, you could cancel this gift card, take the money back? Or should I do what the red guy is telling me. Go on GameStop.com and spend the hell out of this. This could be an Xbox Series X, and I just pay the difference. Yeah, tempting, right? This could be PlayStation 5 games, like 4 PlayStation 5 games, $50 a piece, right? You know, it's very tempting. Very tempting. So, that's right. Bron said he's not tired, so he should be out there competing, 100%. Tay said he about to go into rage. 37 to 51. Yeah, LeBron is definitely one of those guys that's hit and miss. LeBron does have some boring moments. He is definitely hit and miss, but he's 35 years old. He's going to be boring. He's going to have moments. There's some times that you could watch LeBron and say, okay, cool. He has one of those games, but for the most part, on a consistent basis, he's kind of boring. But a lot of that is due to age, But I live in LA, so I'm going to watch anyway. But as you can see, I'm talking to you guys more than watching the game, because if I'm just sitting watching the game, I'm going to be distracted and do something else, I love basketball. I leave it on even if the game is boring. But if it tunes me out and I could say, hey, I could be on the phone talking to somebody or doing something else, I leave. He said, I need AD, So I don't know what to do with this. What would you guys do with this? Would you call GameStop? Can you call GameStop and tell them, hey, you guys send me a gift card? Can you cancel this? Or would you keep it? Hell yeah, they should retire KD's jersey. Just give it to you. Yeah, man. I was shocked to see this in the mail today. I was like, why is this? Why would they send me this for? I didn't understand why would they even give me this. But hey, man, this is pretty cool to get a gift card in the mail, man. I went on GameStop.com. They do get some monitors I could use. I could use a different monitor, one of the curved monitors for like PC and gaming and stuff like that, and editing videos and things of that nature. But nobody uses a tower these days. And why in the hell would you want a monitor these days anyway? Nobody even uses them really. That's old school. Well, I did bought a lot of stuff from GameStop. I did. I bought a PS5. I bought an Xbox Series S. The one, the little small white one. I bought that one because I'm taking that one to the Philippines with me. And you can't bring disc on the airplane. So I take the Xbox Series X. That'd be my travel system. That's my side system. Nah, you can't. You traveling to another country, um, bringing discs, CDs. For some reason, if they catch you with it, they throw it away, and you can't really get away with it because when you go through customs, they scan it, they see it, they take it away. So you can't travel with DVDs or anything, the disc. I don't know why. I don't know why is that a rule, but it is what it is. But if I take the Series X with me, all the games I downloaded, there's a digital system, so I don't need this. Man, look at this dude. This Mr. Ohio, man. You be bugging out. You want, you know, the that dude, he be bugging out, man. But he likes smoke. And Bistro, you should be happy. You got yourself a fan a little bit. You know, they say sometimes disrespect is the greatest form of respect. So you constantly on his mind sometimes to the fact that he feels the need to respond to you. Well, Tay Davis, you may be able to beat the Nets, man. The Nets ain't. It's not like they killing the game right now. You know what I'm saying? They easy to beat. They could be got. You know. Yeah, Raptor. There's always seem to be somebody new accepting the challenge. Say he probably is. You know, he probably is. So yeah, man. 51-41 so far is your score. Rum pum pum. Oh, that's the song right there. That's the song right there. You gonna be pissed if y'all lose the game, man? You're gonna have to lose some. You got to lose some. Damn, it's getting. Why the hell I'm getting hot up in this damn game, man? This shit making me hot. Sometimes I be doing these live screens. I be getting hot as a mug sometimes, man. But Oh man. 53-41 is your score. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Oh, who's that? Oh, Peter Cash. My bad, man. I forgot that. I'm just looking right now, so I'm busy talking. If y'all want to come in the chat, y'all just gotta say. Sometimes say it more than once. Sometimes, because if I'm talking, I may not be looking at that joint. So there you go. But that goes for anybody. Anybody want to come in, they could come in. But I be forgetting sometimes, man. Yep, comeback time. It should be fourth quarter. See, the game is reachable. Now, fourth quarter, you're gonna have to make a big spurge. Oh, what's up, Brandon? What it do, man? Now, I think LeBron's 2018 playoff run was pretty good. He had some good moments, clutch moments. He hit game-winning shots. But I tell you this much though, his loss in 2017. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, my dog.
What's good, son? Yeah. You hit send the link probably a while. I didn't even see that until I looked back up.
Nah, I know, man. Listen, man. I don't be worried about no petty shit like that. G, you know how we do, baby.
Yeah, son. What's good, man? What it do?
I'm chilling, man. How you been? You all right?
Yeah, man, just holding it down, man. Took a little 2-day break.
I just got done watching that Clippers game.
Yeah, Kawhi dropped 36. He was on fire, huh?
Yo, man, why the fuck, man? The Timberwolves looked good for like 3-4 quarters. Like, man, these niggas just hitting everything. Like you knew what it was. Hello?
But yeah,
we
what's
almost
up?
lost it, bro. We almost lost that game. But
Yeah.
you want to know why we almost lost that game?
Why?
Because, bro, I honestly didn't know. I'm pretty sure they didn't even know who the fuck all these players was for the fucking Timberwolves, bro. You feel me, bro? Yeah, they got a whole bunch of new niggas, like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's different, bro. Like, players is used to playing against each other. Like, when you play against certain teams, you know the players, and you know how they play, you know their style.
Yeah.
But when you don't know how people play, it takes a little minute to adjust to their play style. Understand what I'm saying? And you can actually lose a game. You can actually lose a game like that because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't know how these players play. So, they got to, on the screen. You don't know whether to go over or under. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't know their playing style. They got a bunch of babies on there.
Like, you know how it is, just like fucking real life. Like, when you play against somebody you never even seen before, but they nice. They're going to get a couple off you because you don't even know what hand they is yet. Because some motherfuckers shoot with their right hand and they left-handed or fucking vice versa. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly what it is.
Because I know I'm like that. I'm left-handed, but I shoot with my right hand.
No doubt.
So, you feel me, bro? And I learned this from when the fucking Spurs was playing Portland in the fucking playoffs 2014. They fucking bench came in and they didn't have not one familiar player on the bench. And they got a game on the Spurs because the Spurs didn't even know who the fuck these niggas were. Like, you feel me?
Word, I hear that, man.
So that almost happened to us tonight.
Yeah, y'all did y'all dang. Kawhi did his dang though.
Yeah, I know, man, but it shouldn't have to take for him to do that to get that win.
I hear that. It look like it's gonna be the same thing for this Lakers game. They may go into overtime with the Thunder again.
I'm not 100% biased on Kawhi and the Clippers.
Word.
I'm gonna admit we fucking up.
Hell yeah,
man. Them boys.
Did Paul George play?
No, he ain't played, but still, That's still no excuse. We supposed to beat the
Oh,
Timberwolves.
no question. You know, y'all still should have been able to beat them with a little more ease. Yeah.
It was, like man, them boys is athletic, and they was hitting shots, bro. Like sometimes you'll lose games like that, like when the other team just hitting shots and you playing defense, it ain't
Yeah.
shit you can do. What the fuck can you do?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Like you're playing defense, but everything is going in. Man. Some nights that shit happens.
Hey, sometimes you get hot, or the opposite team get hot, even if they ain't good. You be like, damn, he on fire. Nothing I can do to stop him tonight. Same thing in the playground. You could play against a dude a million times, beat him. He just had that one good game against you. Be like, damn, where this came from?
Yeah, man. Like so even if you play defense and all that,
You heard.
sometimes the shit is just going in.
Word.
Everybody.
Hell yeah.
That shit is crazy. Like sometimes it's like that, bro.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, man, was you still playing that game? But 2K21 and whatnot?
Of course, all the time.
Feeling that.
The heater working. What are you doing?
What's up?
No, hold on. Yo, it's working. Why you keep bothering it? It was working.
Okay, I wanted to talk to you guys about that 2017 team, right? Think about this for a quick second. You had the Warriors, right? They had their big three, Clay, Durant, and Steph, versus LeBron's big three with Love, Kyrie Irving, and himself. The X factor is that series was a guy we call a scrub, Draymond Green. He was the fourth guy, right? So they should have still at least the Cavs could have at least still won that. If you really realistically look at it, if LeBron outplayed Kevin Durant and Kyrie still went off and did what he did last year in the finals, they should have still been able to beat the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, bro. It's always this excuse.
I just thought about that. I just said, hold on. They both had big threes, and the only fourth guy they had was Draymond Green. You mean to tell me Draymond Green was the X factor, the deciding factor for the Warriors to beat you guys? I don't know.
And that's only with a LeBron James team that would be the case.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold up. And LeBron had guys like J.R. Smith at the time. He was coming off being sixth man of the year not too long ago. Then you had, solid role players around you, and all them role players were handpicked by LeBron to a certain extent. So
Chalmers back in. You remember you gotta get those 50 dunks with him. But yeah, man,
50 dunks.
Nah, fucking 2K is a fucking challenge. You gotta get 50 dunks with fucking Tom Chambers.
Word. I don't think nobody want Marc Gasol or KCP, Samurai. That's why.
I mean, KCP, anybody take him.
But he said why he calling them bums and said why can't we trade them? But I don't. You think the trade value for KCP is good or solid?
It's okay. Like for KCP, right? I think you could get a guy like Ben McLemore.
Okay, that's what's up.
Right?
Yeah.
A guy like Austin Rivers, right?
True that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who else? Because he's not just a 3 and D. He can put the ball on the floor a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So, who else? Yeah. Yeah, who else?
I see. I hear it in the background.
Huh?
What game are you watching?
I think it's a Jazz game.
Oh, okay. We are officially into halftime anyway, guys. I tell you, say Gasol needs to retire. But hold on, a lot of you Laker fans was happy when y'all got Gasol. Now all of a sudden y'all don't want.
So that's how they always do, man. Like LeBron James always trying to form a super team. Then when they don't meet expectations, it's always something, though.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I remember like Miami. Oh my God, Chris Bosh is great.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade's like the best player in the league, second best player in the league.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had D Wade better than LeBron around those times. Like
But some
2000,
people did.
2008, 9, 10. Right or wrong?
Yeah, some people had that. Some people had Dwayne Wade being better than LeBron in 2006. Another year he won a title.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so yeah, it definitely was a couple seasons people thought Wade was better.
Yep.
So, but yeah, man, the 2018, that's a different story. They was going to lose to the Warriors regardless. But I think LeBron left that 2017 championship on the table a little more. Because all he had to do was take Kevin Durant out of the game. He had to accept that challenge and outplay Kevin Durant. That's all he had to do, if you really look at it. Because they both had three superstars each.
So you know LeBron ain't got no heart, man.
You know, but I just thought about that. I just like, hold up. We were acting like, the Golden State Warriors had like five All-Stars when they had a big three. And if you want to add Draymond Green as an All-Star, fine. I'm not saying that team wasn't stacked, but they were beatable in 2017. They were beatable by the Rockets.
I think he's saying a little bullshit like, oh, I don't want to think about it right now.
You know what I'm saying? But I think he left 2017 on the table.
Yeah, so
if he came out like, I'm gonna go at KD, I'm gonna take him out, we can win it. Draymond Green ain't that much of a better player than J.R. Smith was at the time. J.R. Smith was still averaging 10 to 11 points a game. Draymond Green was averaging around the same, if not less. That's walking triple double right there. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me. I just think about that. Like, hold up. We can't say Draymond Green's a bum, then start saying, hey, you know what?
That's only LeBron James fans that was on that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But let's not act like he was a deciding factor in the Warriors winning them championships. The deciding factor was those big three guys, Klay, Steph, and Durant.
Like,
so if you take one of them out, if you take Kevin Durant out, all you have to deal with is Steph and Klay Thompson. And Steph Curry has moments when he disappears in the final. So that was winnable. That championship was winnable. Is Zion over? That's a good question. Do you think Zion Williamson overrated?
Huh?
Do you think Zion Williamson is overrated? AKKD is
Leave that alone. Don't mess with that. Leave that alone. Why are you messing with that? Leave this shit alone, okay? Leave this alone. Leave my like it. Don't mess with that.
Hey, Trey Gasol for some jug juice.
The heat is on. You keep bothering it. Yeah.
Leave that alone. Don't mess with that. Get out.
What's up? Y'all heat down or something? Y'all cold up in there right now?
No, I'm good. Shit, keep turning shit off and on.
No. But you think AKKD is asking, is Zion Williamson overrated?
Who?
Zion Williamson, do you think he's overrated? Is what somebody is asking.
Nah, I mean, from this season, he's been doing okay. I'm not hearing nothing crazy. Like, people's not saying he's even an all-star this season. So, He's
Word.
right. He's supposed to be.
Hell yeah.
Right or wrong. Last year the hype
No,
was
you're right.
crazy. Last year the hype was crazy. This season, I ain't been hearing nothing about Zion.
Hell yeah. Man, yo, Brandon, Draymond Green can't carry Charles Barkley's jock strap. He was never better than Charles Barkley. I don't even know why he was even acting like that.
See, these young guys don't know. They think all the old players were trash, bro. That's
Yeah.
what they think. No, it was not. I mean, don't get me wrong. Back in the '60s, they was trash as a motherfucker. In the
That's
'50s and the '60s, they was trash.
that's different. That's before, you know.
You could tell by the way they was dribbling the ball and shit.
That's that Renaissance, man. That's that Renaissance era.
Yeah,
That's
that
like,
was. But in the
that's like
late,
right.
after the late '70s and all that, nah, forget about it.
Greg Hodges, donkey triple single. Man, Greg Hodges was alright. He was a solid 3-point shooter. Yeah, he was a solid role player. Trey Gasol back to the Raptors.
See what I mean? Like just like
I know what you mean, Brandon. I was just saying the same thing because Draymond Green was acting like he was better than Charles Barkley. So I agree with what you say. No doubt. But Charles Barkley was like one of the greatest rebounding small forwards, undersized for his size in NBA history.
mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that. You think just because he got waxed by Jordan that he was a bum or something, but he was good.
Nah, you know what it is?
What's up?
Because now they review Charles Barkley as a clown. So they
Yeah,
think
all that crazy thing on TV, that's why.
So they think that relates to his game. Fuck no.
Word. Hell yeah. But yeah, we in halftime report with this Lakers and Thunder game. I guarantee you this game probably go overtime. I won't be surprised if it goes overtime because they cruising. The Lakers, they cruise until the fourth quarter comes. That's gonna come back to haunt them though. One day they're gonna do that against the wrong team. They're gonna get blown out. Okay, that's good to be calling Anthony Towns back. All right. The Raptors says without Kawhi, we are a second seed.
Hmm?
The Raptor, he says the Raptors are the second seed without Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi, I would tell you this: Kawhi was the guy that put them over the top. That's the guy that they needed because DeMar DeRozan wasn't a leader like Kawhi Leonard.
Bro,
They needed
it's not. I mean,
him to win that.
listen. Like, what I don't understand is without Kawhi, the Raptors are trash. You got to remember, they are in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
They're gonna be up there in the regular season. Playoff time come, they're gonna get eliminated in the first, second round.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
With Kawhi Leonard, they are a championship team, bro.
Oh yeah. He said what happened in the playoff last year. AK's referring to that. What happened in the playoffs last year? Man, they lost, but I can't say that was a coach job for Kawhi Leonard because he just was missing shots. It's not like he was doing something out of the ordinary.
He took 24 shots.
Or just go in the basket. It's just one of the things. The ball didn't go in the.
Bro, he took 24 shots and had 0 free throw attempts.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I understand. When we say choking, it's like when you're scared to do certain things that you normally do. Or
like James Harden, he shot away from the moment.
Yeah, or you act completely out of character. You know what I'm saying? That's
Kawhi was aggressive.
Yeah. No doubt.
Shit, sometimes shit don't go in. That was a bad time.
Hell yeah. I was just one of the days, man. You know. But yeah, man, that was hoop facts. I guess he lost his Wi-Fi. I don't know. He don't come back. You know, he probably went to do something. You know. But okay, so y'all keep saying trade Marc Gasol. Who you want in his replacement? You need some bigs. You need at least two bigs. The same way you won last year. You need like a Dwight Howard big and a couple other players. So who would you want?
Yo, I don't know what happened to the camera. Hello?
Now, yeah, you back. Your Wi-Fi I guess I don't know, something just dropped. Maybe it's Wi-Fi or something.
I'll say, especially if you're a real ball player, if you play ball consistently and you worked on your game, like you played for your school or played college or play at a high level, played in a tournament. Like if you're a real baller, bro, like some days you had them days.
Yeah.
Or games. You had some games, man. That was like, damn, you know?
Yeah. AK said we giving Kawhi Leonard a pass for blowing a 3-1
No,
lead.
we ain't giving him no pass.
No pass.
We ain't giving nobody.
I cooked Kawhi. I mean, I went at Kawhi. I made a video all about that.
Bro, like what we saying is they fucked up, they lost. What we saying is he didn't choke game 7.
Yeah.
He just had a bad game.
Exactly.
They still should have won, bro. We're not giving them no pass.
Yeah, sometimes you can just lose it. You can just lose it by getting outplayed sometimes. That don't mean you choke. You know, if we're going at it shot for shot, I'm doing what I normally do. And for some reason, I just can't beat you, you know. It's your day problem. You know? You know what I'm saying? It's just how they're going at that certain given time. He said, did PG choke? Would you call Paul George a choker?
Yeah, I say he choked, because he wasn't.
Definitely choked. Because he was acting out of character.
Yep.
So, yeah. He said PG choked, but not Kawhi. And he has a question.
PG hit the side of the backboard, bro.
That was a meme for a hot man.
Kawhi was still being aggressive. That's all you can ask from your players.
Yeah.
Go out there and play hard, bro. Like, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He still played defense, even though the shot wasn't falling. He still rebounded. Like, you know?
But AKKG, he's saying Kawhi choked. No, I can't go as far to say choke, man. I just think it's a bad game. You know, because Kawhi was doing the same thing he did in Game 7 that he did in the whole series. He was attacking, he was score, playing defense. He wasn't doing anything that he don't normally do.
The only thing he didn't do was shoot free throws. This is crazy.
Bruh.
We need to look into that. That's not an excuse. The man took. If I'm a coach and one of the best players in the league, you can say the best player, top 3 best player in the league, top 2.
Yeah.
Took 24 shots in a Game 7 of a playoff game. And shot 0 free throws. I'm questioning it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm not making an excuse, but damn, what the fuck is that?
Hell yeah.
Seem like bad reffing to me. That's not an excuse. That's just reality. What the fuck is that? Ain't no fucking way. Yeah, Game 7 playoff game. I took 24 shots and shot 0 free throws, and I'm on. Come on, man.
Hell yeah. That's crazy.
That's unheard of. That never happened before in the history of the NBA.
Yep. And see, look, it's a 10-point lead, 67-57. So all the Lakers have to do is make a fourth quarter comeback. It's only a 10-point game. I told you they was cruising. You know, they do that against these teams because they haven't played good teams in this first half of the season. They play like only 6 true playoff contending teams. Yeah, you could have. You definitely. I think they didn't want to trade Siakam for Westbrook. That's why you didn't get Westbrook on Toronto Raptors. The Raptors. And they said that. The Raptors came out and said they weren't going to trade Siakam for Westbrook. So that's why he's not on that team. But Kawhi would have stayed if you got Paul George and the pieces that he wanted. He did the same thing for the Clippers. He said, I signed with you guys if you give me Paul George. He just wanted a sidekick, and that was it. He wanted his Scottie Pippen, his sidekick. He didn't want to go and play with LeBron and be arguably considered third fiddle, because you know LeBron was going to get more spotlight.
Yep. I mean, not even that. He just wanted to compete.
Yeah, that too. That too.
The best music is made when there is a struggle.
Well, see, Brandon, I'm glad you brought that up. The Jazz is just another example of regular season. Sometimes you can't take the regular. You got to take the regular season with a grain of salt. Sometimes you can win 60 games in the regular season, then choke in the playoffs. Now, imagine if the Jazz get the best record in the league. All right, they go into the playoffs and they get knocked out in the first round. We've seen a lot of teams do this. We've seen I think it was 2015. Atlanta Hawks had 60+ wins. You know?
Yep, I remember 2011. The fucking Spurs did it. I was so mad.
Yeah. See, you gotta always be tricky with the regular season sometimes.
2004 or 3, I think Dirk did it.
Yeah. You know, so a lot of teams had good records in the regular season. Playoff comes and it's like, well, what happened? You know. So I don't know, man. It could be like an empty stat for the Jazz. No, the question is the Jazz for real or are they just pretenders? You know, pretenders or pretenders? That's all it comes down to. Yeah. I mean, they got Donovan Mitchell. He a baller, but I would say they're more pretenders than contenders. If you ask me.
Mm-hmm. You know, we love wait and see to the playoffs.
Word.
But I know that boy Donovan Mitchell looking like he way with a jump shot.
That's Spider-Man right there. Oh yeah, I remember that the Mavs. They went down to the 07 Warriors. Yep. That's what Baron Davis was dunking on them boys.
Yeah, man, like that's what I just said, Dirk.
Yeah, that's what Brandon said in the chat. So yeah, Hoop was just talking about that. So yeah. Yeah. Yo, Baron Davis was a little nasty, man. Baron Davis had him.
Oh. Yo, man, oh man, oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Bro, like during those times, bro.
What happened?
Like during those times,
yeah,
there was too many all-stars in the fucking NBA, bro.
Hell yeah,
bro. Because you had guys like Stephon Marbury that made like 2 or 3 all-star teams.
Yep.
And he's supposed to be an all-star like every year.
Yeah.
Bro, you had Jason Williams. Bro, look, you had Jason Williams, Jason Kidd.
Word.
You had Marbury, Steve Nash, Tony Parker. You had Steve Francis. Man, what the fuck, man?
You had a lot. Steve Francis had them handles, boy. You know, and Baron Davis was no joke in his prime.
You had Baron Davis, T-Mac.
Yeah, and he played T-Mac in the playoffs and beat them.
Yo, and you had AI.
Yeah.
Who else, man?
Hell yeah. Man, there was a lot of good guards back then.
You had Nick Van Exel.
Oh, yeah, Nick Van Exel. Okay, what do you think about Kevin Garnett's comments that guys from 20 years ago can't play now in the league now? Keep in mind, before you answer this, keep in mind, Kevin Durant, his prime was the 2000s. So he's basically talking about guys in the era of the 2000s from 2000 to 2009. So he's basically saying guys like Kobe, Wade, Melo, all them dudes can't play in today's league when they already proven to you. Some of them still playing now that they could play in today's league.
I mean, I think the way he's saying it is because of too much jump shooting,
No.
and they're not allowed to be aggressive.
Hmm.
Is that how he's saying it, or he's saying it like they don't have the skill?
No, he was saying like they don't. From what I got from him, they don't have the skill because he was sitting there saying guys in today's league are, man, they're crazy talented. They're this. I'm like, bro, if you was playing in today's league, you would be all-star. What are you talking about?
I think it'd be the same because some guys will have to work on his shot.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Biggs wasn't allowed to shoot like that.
Word.
Unless he was a Tim Duncan or Dirk.
No, that's what's up. Yeah. Yo, Bistro was making you and Tay Davis the same people. Yeah, wow. Oh, okay, so Brandon's saying that KG was saying the defense is handcuffed because you can't do nothing. You can't really play defense in today's league.
You can't.
That's what makes it even more harder. Or you gotta give more respect to guys like Kawhi because it's hard to play defense in today's league when there's so many rules against you playing defense. Think about it. There's not too many defensive players that allow to really play defense on somebody. You could just lightly and it's a foul.
Yep.
So it's very hard to play defense in today's league because you can't barely touch nobody. I seen guys get called for defensive fouls just putting a hand in your face. A simple hand in the face is a foul. If the hand comes down and lightly touches your face, it's a foul. That's nuts, man.
Man, if you move your fingers the wrong way, you get a tech.
Word.
You finished the game, Freaky?
What happened?
How many games you played?
Yep, Derek Coleman was nasty.
How many assists you got with John Stockton? All right. I'll finish it up. Yeah, man, we're gonna make it lit. You heard?
Word.
I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. Man, I hope the Clippers and the Lakers meet, man. We need that. You heard?
Say it again. I can't hear you too good.
So we need Clippers and Lakers to meet. We need.
Oh hell yeah, that'd be great. I mean, everybody in here want Lakers and Clippers. Everybody in the chat want Lakers and Clippers.
I don't think Lakers fans want that.
He said Laker fans don't want that. Tay, I know you want that smoke. You want that smoke with the Clippers. Octavius, do you want that smoke with the Clippers? How many Laker fans in here want smoke with the Clippers in the playoffs?
Of course they're gonna say yeah. They don't want that. Come on, Pete. You know better because LeBron don't want that.
He said LeBron don't want that. Yeah, man. I'm asking these Laker fans though what they think if they want it. And don't just say it just because you're a Lakers fan. Do you really want smoke with the Clippers, or is it a you would like to duck? So, I'm just asking this to True Lake fans. Say David say they're gonna beat the Clippers in the playoffs, and you know that, Luke.
No, do not know that.
I don't know that.
What I know is
But,
when Kawhi matched up with LeBron looked ass. I know that. Go check that.
yep.
LeBron looked like he be folding. He be choking.
Yeah, but
right or wrong.
no, yeah, you're right, and we don't even get what we want because we want to see them guard each other. We get like LeBron guarding Kawhi Leonard for 5 seconds, going out there. It's a 40-minute game, and we get him guarding him for 5 seconds. Right?
LeBron be ducking smoke on national television.
Yes, you know. Yeah, it got to a point where Kawhi Leonard noticed it. Remember that rumor when he said that telling people to tell LeBron stop ducking me? You know.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Then, right? Then, like, the Lakers won 2 games like that, and the media hyping. I'm like, yo, how y'all praising him? Because he ain't guard Kawhi.
Word. Now, see, it's 6 minutes to go. Third quarter, 75-68. So you still have a chance to come back and win this game. You're playing Boston into the fourth quarter. Keep the score close, and then you try to close it out in the fifth. LeBron's an older player, so he's going to try to do stuff like that. He don't want to play a full 48 minutes.
I think Chris Middleton got a little bit better. I was just going to shout out. He got a little bit better. I ain't even going to lie. I don't think he's the real deal, but he did get a little bit better. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I want to talk about this dude, Brian. So he came on all my videos praising LeBron James, making up these pointless stats or stat boosting LeBron James. And some of the stuff you say aren't freaking true anyway. So come down and you can talk to me and we could talk about some stats and numbers. Since that's all you want to talk about is LeBron's stats and numbers. Oh, man, I swear to God, man.
Man, if you about stats and numbers, my man, Bernard King be the greatest. That was the beast. Bernard King.
Exactly. Wilt Chamberlain got stats LeBron could only dream of. All right? Wilt Chamberlain got like an encyclopedia of basketball stats, like stats you never thought would happen. All right? You don't say he's the GOAT. So do the math. So it's not always about stats. Stats are made to be broken. You can manipulate the system. You can stat pad. You could play for stats. And there's a lot of players that play for stats first and hit winning second.
Yep. James Harden, LeBron, and Westbrook.
It's that LeBron and Westbrook. Now Westbrook definitely a stat pad.
James Harden too.
Yep. James Harden's a stat pattern too.
LeBron James do what he does because the media always got his back.
Oh yeah, man, he got a lot of people in the media.
Like yesterday, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, this nigga Jimmy Perkins said LeBron James is the best defensive player than Kawhi Leonard right now. I said, what?
Wait, say that again?
J. Perkins said this the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
He said LeBron James is a better defensive player than Kawhi Leonard right now.
What?
He said that.
What? In what world is LeBron's a better defender? This is the same guy that had to be pushed by Kyle Kuzma in 2018 to play defense. He took a whole season off from defense. That alone disqualifies him. Because Kawhi never took a season off from playing defense.
I have no idea, bro. I'm like, what?
What? Man, LeBron must be slipping him some of those gift cards for McDonald's or something. I don't know, man. you know, damn. Yeah, Brandon, you're right. Hey, here's the thing about LeBron. When you think of like real great players, there's always one game that you could say they're really great at. What has LeBron really been like the best at? Because every time he's been playing, even when we say he's the best player in the league, there's always somebody else that you could debate with to say that he's a little bit better than LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like a clear cut, like, boom, best player in the league, no question about it. It was like that for Jordan. It was like that for Kobe for a while, but with LeBron, it was like, hey, LeBron's good, but hold up, what about this guy? He could play defense, he could score, Like, I think LeBron's good at a lot of stuff, but he's not great at one individual thing. Even his best asset is passing, right? But there's a lot of guys in the league that could pass just as good as LeBron. Chris Paul is one of them.
His best asset is really attacking the rim.
Yeah, okay, there you go, attacking the rim. He's in the class of his own, attacking the rim,
And we judge him on that because that's not really due to skill. It would be better if it was due to skill and athleticism and strength.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because athletic ability is not a skill. A lot of people don't understand. That's just something you're born with. Either you fast, you slow, whatever the case may be, you born with that. That's God given, talent. You know what I mean? You either tall or short. That's not a skill.
And honestly, if the wrestlers do their job the right way, his stats should be way fucking down, bro.
Word.
All offensive fouls he's getting away with, literally. Come on, man.
And remember, early in his career, he got away with a couple travels.
Oh, I was fouls. And offensive fouls.
He said travels and offensive fouls. He did
Ain't
that.
No way in hell, bro. Listen, we both
Back in the early 2000s, he had that crab dribble. People used to say that was a travel.
That shit was a super travel.
It's a super travel. But man. Comeback time. Fourth quarter coming, that's why.
If I was the rest of the players, I would start doing the same shit. They just travel. I was like, it's a fucking it's a blood dribble. LeBron got the crab dribble, he got the crip dribble. Just a blood dribble. Man.
Oh, Tay said, who's the worst fan base? I got to go with LeBron James fans, like extreme LeBron James fans. I'm not going to go all the much. There are some good LeBron fans out there that's objective, that's cool as hell. But then there's that group that, oh my God.
That fucks it up, bro.
Yes.
They fucks it up.
Yeah, we had some on here that was just like,
like just like with the whole super team shit. LeBron James formed the super team, right? Before he forms them, everybody know like, yo, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna do this, they're gonna win this, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Then they always underachieve. Then him and his fans go, oh, it wasn't a super team. I'm like, what?
That's a scapegoat.
Always when they underachieve. Nah, this wasn't no super team.
Oh yeah, that guy wasn't as good as as people make him out to be.
Yeah, you were, right? Fuck out of here.
A guy could have been like a superstar in MVP race countless seasons before he even played with LeBron. But the minute he played with LeBron, if they lose, that guy LeBron, man.
That was all hype. He wasn't like just because they underachieve, bro, all the time. Like never fails.
Yeah.
That wasn't no super team. Why? Because they wasn't winning like that.
Word. And he actually underachieved with all his big threes. he underachieved. He underachieved with the Miami.
It ain't our fault y'all underachieved. We only can go by your attention. You know what you was doing.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's just like somebody coming to murder you, but they don't get the job done. But it was an attempted murder.
Word.
Like, we can't brush that to the side
Word.
and say, oh, well, it didn't happen, so it don't matter. Nah, what you mean? Like, homie got shot, he got stabbed, he just ain't died.
Word.
We can't go by what happened. We go by your intentions. Your intentions was to do what?
Word. Exactly.
But that doesn't matter no more, huh?
Hell yeah, you already know Anthony Davis is gonna get thrown under the bus. Let the Lakers don't. If the Lakers don't win a championship this season, man, Anthony Davis is gonna get flamed by Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Smith, everybody. Who's the other dude? Shannon Sharp. Everybody's gonna be
crazy, bro. And it's so crazy because, bro, we know this, P. We know what's going on. I know all these niggas know. They just be so in love with him, bro. Like, they just, you feel me? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's going on. Like, bro, they getting paid or they just love us. Like,
hell yeah. I mean, that's crazy, man. Watch Anthony Davis about to go from a superstar to a bum overnight in one season.
Word.
Yeah, man.
Yep. That shit is crazy.
Now that's crazy. Yo, Brandon just said he almost got stabbed because he told somebody, a LeBron fan, that LeBron wasn't the GOAT. Yo, that's some crazy shit.
What? Oh, shit.
That's taking it to the extreme. We just talking sports. You ain't got to try to stab somebody over. Get the hell out of here with that, man. You better go somewhere with that shit. Holy shit, man. Sorry to air that, Brandon. At least you held it down, though, man. That's some crazy stuff, man. I can't even imagine somebody trying to do that. You know what I mean? Like, what the?
What? Yo, nah. I've seen some shit like that before. I was living in Memphis at the time. You know, bro. Like, Yo Gotti's real big out there.
Yeah.
Feel me? So I'm in a Little Caesars. This is like high school days. I'm in a fucking Little Caesars about to order me some pizza at Little Caesars. Yeah. So these two cats in Little Caesars, they arguing about Yo Gotti. So like nigga go, one nigga go, oh yeah, bro. Yeah, that man Yo Gotti, that man can't rap, fool. That man garbage as hell, man. That man sorry as hell. That man can't rap.
Yeah.
The other nigga go, what, fool? What they tell nigga? I can't you. I said, what the fuck? Man, I said, man, it's time to go. He said he was going to kill him for just a Yo Gotti.
Holy shit, that's crazy. As a matter of fact, I think it was like a couple days ago, a YouTuber.
He
does like pranks in the hood. And this dude, he got shot, son.
Yeah, in Tennessee.
That's
exactly where Memphis is at.
Yep, you're on the same page. That's exactly what I was talking about. Yo, he was going to the hood pretending to rob people with real knives. Now, tell me if that makes sense in your brain. That you're going to go to the hood and try to pretend to rob somebody like it's a joke.
Some people don't think this shit is real. Like when you don't. Hear me, bro? Like when you don't grow up in it, or like when you don't see it. Yeah. Like, it's like a joke to you.
Yep. That's crazy. And man, the dude that shot him, he said he feared for his life, and the gun he had on him was a legal gun, so he could just plead self-defense because at the end of the day, them dudes ran up on him with a knife. I mean, if somebody run up on you with a knife and you got your piece on you, you may want to let someone, you know. You know, he was there probably with his girl or whatever. He's trying to hold his shorty down or something, and you doing a prank, man? Come on. You got to be out of your mind, son.
They go to the suburbs with that shit.
Hell yeah. Yo, son, he was 22 years old. Man, YouTube ain't worth giving your life for, man, for a prank video.
I ain't no motherfucking hood.
Word.
Not in the motherfucking hood, bro.
Word. Does anybody know the score of this game? Because I'm on a commercial break right now, so I don't know if anybody knows the score of this game. Kind of lost track when I was calling, but I don't know if it's gonna make a comeback or not. This is why I don't like. I end up doing Laker live stream game, and I don't even talk about the game no more. I just talk about some other shit because they be getting me bored. But the minute I don't do a Laker live stream, they have a good game. Always like that.
Man, it's just fucking crazy because like everything LeBron do,
Yeah.
no matter what, it's an excuse behind it. Like,
Yeah. No, why can't? Here's the thing. Why can't LeBron just lose in peace and he just sit there and say, "Hey, he lost. He got his ass whooped." Why do we need an excuse for it? Hey, yo, remember that time when they got swept by the Warriors, and to avoid embarrassment, LeBron goes to the podium with a cast on his arm?
no, yeah.
You remember that? Like, I was shocked to see that. Even if your arm was hurt, don't go on a podium with a cast on, my dude. Don't do that. You know what I mean? That's you're just using that as an excuse and a cop out to why you got swept. Just say, hey man, they were a better team. They put my ass on the story. You know?
God,
damn.
he come with the everything.
Word, man. And he put it. I was surprised he actually wore that cast, man. You played all those games without showing no signs of that you need to wear a cast on your arm. If your arm was hurting that bad and you need to put a cast on it, then maybe you shouldn't even be playing. If that's the case.
What game was that? He did that again?
He did that in Game 4 of the 2018 Finals when he got swept. You know, just dude. I mean, that's crazy. We all know that the Golden State Warriors were a better team than your team at the time. All you had was you had a weaker team. You didn't even have your big three at that point. You just had him and Kevin Love. So we know you was going to lose anyway. At least just take that ass whipping like a man.
He can't even do that.
You know, like he can't even do that. You had to have an excuse for why you lost in 2018.
Remember LeBron had the cast on?
Yeah, Brandon, was the finals. That was 2018. He said his arms were hurt, so he couldn't guard KD or he couldn't do what he wanted to do in the finals. So that's why they didn't play. And you could go and look at the post game interview. He's making excuses to why he couldn't play a certain way. And I'm just shaking my head like, oh, what is wrong with you, man? You try to control the narrative that much? I seen Jordan lose, never made excuses. He just walk off the court and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna come back next year. You know? Remember when Jordan lost in '95? He didn't make excuses. He went back to the gym, worked on his game more, developed that little mid-range, that mid-range fadeaway shot. He was practicing with Reggie Miller and all them boys.
Mm-hmm. Even though he had an excuse,
you know,
because he retired and he just came back. Like
he just came back. He only played for a couple months, but he even didn't use that as excuse. He just took that ass whooping, came back even better. And Mike, after that game when they lost in '95, he was in that locker room damn near crying. That's what his teammates did. So that's how hard he took that loss. You know, it was on his mind the whole summer. He came back with vengeance the next following season and swept them guys. That's how you do it.
I'm not even gonna lie. I do think LeBron James is on some illegal substance too. I ain't even gonna lie. That's my personal opinion, bro. For
Oh
real.
man, you really think that?
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
I think
Well,
that
as in what? Steroids?
something, something, illegal to keep it going like this.
Hmm.
Look at the minutes he playing, bro. Like this don't make no sense, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I remember guys back in the day. I used to talk to this guy. He was a big Kobe Lakers fan, but he used to always say LeBron was on steroids. And I couldn't tell if he was joking or he was actually serious. But I got a lot of people. I remember a lot of people back in the day when he was on the Cavs. They were saying that he was on steroids back then. You know, so I don't
No,
know. I
I
mean,
think he
I
is,
don't have,
bro.
I don't have no proof, so I
It's
can't
all
really.
look like you watch ball, bro. You watch all the ballers. Like you see, even like the young dudes when they play a lot, they be they be kind of tired or whatnot.
Yeah,
Bro, LeBron James playing all these minutes, bro, and play all these games. You know,
mm,
don't add up, bro. Like you feel what I'm saying? I could understand in spurts he's playing like this. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. I bet you, if reports came out that he was on steroids, his hardcore fans would be like, "No, I'll be
they're
on
lying.
steroids, man." You know, it takes a lot to play 18 years at a high level. I'll be on steroids too. They'll sweep that under the rug. Yeah, it'd be all good. They'll try to give him a pass in any way. You're down by two. It's 86 to 88 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So you're in this ball game. So you did exactly what I said you was going to do. Made the fourth quarter splurge. Just kept the game close. Then you try to close it out in the fourth. That could come back to bite you in the ass though if you get caught slipping. Oh, I had a game in your background. What you watching?
Watching the same game.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Come on, run, man. Why this young team playing so stupid, man? Like, come on, man. Like, y'all guys is younger than them. Run them off the fucking floor, bro. Feel me? Like, pick up the pace, whatever.
Hell yeah. Sometimes young players in the league just play stupid. I don't know
Bro,
what they.
get up, bro. Like, get a pick and roll, attack the rim hard, do something.
Yeah, it's boneheaded basketball players just being young, man.
Yeah, I'm not moving fast enough, man.
Word.
Shit. That you? Shit. That you for motherfucker. You playing against motherfuckers 18, 19, 20, 21?
Hell yeah.
And you in your 30s?
Word. Hey man, I play them all. I play all different ages. But you got to be adults. Though. I mean, it's fun playing against a young athlete. You know. Wait, is your game on ESPN?
No, I'm on NBA TV.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna go take care of something. I'm gonna come back in a few minutes.
All right, son.
All right.
All right, y'all. All right, that was Tay Davis, man. It's almost time to close out. Game is about to go off, so we're almost out of here, and we're just gonna see if the Lakers could close this game out a little bit, see what happens. See how this goes down. See this whole area in back of me. If you see me go live next time, you're gonna see a TV in front of me next time because I'm gonna have a TV mounted on his wall tomorrow. 75-inch TV will be mounted on his wall tomorrow. So you won't see the game because I get hit with copyright, but you probably will see. Oh, damn, that's a good question. I can't stream live from this spot because the game will be on. So I'm gonna have to stream from a different spot because copyright. But you're gonna see a TV behind me. You know, I show it just a little bit, you know. So you're gonna see a TV behind me if I do a live stream, you know. So yep, tomorrow they all coming. They're coming down to mount this on the wall tomorrow. You know, they're supposed to be here today, but a little delayed. I don't know what's going on with some of these people. But I got this is why I want the 75-inch, because of this. I didn't tuck this out the box yet. I got the PS5. I didn't hook it up. I don't have a TV to hook it up. So I'm waiting for my TV to come. You know, and you know, that's the only present I'm gonna get for myself out this whole year. Outside of that, I gotta be getting prepared for my my house in the Philippines. I've still got money to put down on that. That house is about 25% complete. So I got my hands full. But you know, while I'm here in the States, I gotta make money and go back to work. So when I go back to the Philippines, I could dump some of that onto my house. You know, I had workers, about 4 to 5 guys. Me and wifey had you know, we both put our investment. You know, we made an investment into starting a home. So if any of you guys got connections and is outside of the United States, you know, you could always get land, buy a house or build a house on that land. Always have a place, you know. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So that TV is going to be my only gift for this whole year. You know, I played my PS5 and that's it. You know, I don't need nothing else for the whole year. I'm just going to be chilling. You know, I was blessed and fortunate to get some things in life, but it's because I work for it. I mean, anything in America you want, or just in the world in general, you got to work for it. Okay, if you want something bad enough, you're going to get it. You know, it's the opposite. It goes the same way with trouble. If you're looking for trouble, you're going to end up getting it. If you're on the streets, or you know you're doing your thing, and you live in a negative lifestyle, you want to embrace that to the fullest, then guess what? It's going to come back to you full circle. So that's the same way anything goes in life. If you want something, it's going to come to you. You know, it's going to come to you. So let's see how these guys are going to close this game out real quick. See if they can do it. It's 92-90 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I got to see how this game is going to end, you know. So I'm not just domestic, I'm international too. So you got American P and international P. I'm both. You know, I do my thing overseas too, you know. And it's pretty good, man. I sometimes I went out there, I walk to the beach. You know, the beach is like 5 minutes away. You can walk to the beach. You know, everything has its perks. You know, you can't walk to the beach 5 minutes from here, but you could walk to the store 5 minutes from here. There's always some good stuff. You know, so everything has its advantages. You know, I like both places, and you know, it's a blessing that you could travel to both places. You know. That's actually cool. 94 to 93 is your score so far. Okay, only 1 point lead. And look at this Dunder team. Wow, offensive foul. Man, young players just don't know how to play basketball right sometimes. They do all this boneheaded plays. They want to be the man. You know, it's amazing how the brain is not fully developed at a young age. And you don't realize the older with time, you get more spark. Okay, 5 minutes to go. I think the Lakers just committed a turnover real quick. 1 point game. Yeah, Tay, 1 point game. Yeah, I mean, like, they're still pro professional basketball players. You think that they have some form of intelligence. These young players, they do some of the most boneheaded things, man. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You know, my cousin could make better plays than some of these pro professional basketball players. You know, you see Queens School of Hard Knocks, baby QB. You know, Queensbridge and all that. All day, every day. But no matter where I'm at, I represent for Queensbridge. I hold it down. 41st side and 40th side. I'm always going to be representing Queensbridge. So I take everything I learned from the streets of New York, especially Queens, and I bring it everywhere with me. I could be in Alaska and I still be screaming out QB. You know what I'm saying? Still going to be holding it down. So shout out to Nas, Mobb Deep, Capone Noriega, Shantae, Roxanne, MC Shan. These are some guys that I looked up to coming up, man. These guys did a lot for me coming up as a young guy in the projects. These guys was like, neighborhood heroes, Yeah, but see, AK, you think they at least have some spark, It's amazing how how dumbfounded you could be sometimes at a young age. You think you're doing the right thing when you're really not. Craig G and Littles, that's right. Craig G is like the guy from QB that don't even get credit for it most of the time, but Littles does. Yep. Shout out to Littles, man. Bars and hooks, all of that. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Nature, Comega. Man, we got so much rappers that come from QB. We're the biggest housing projects in America, in the whole world. Okay? There's no housing projects bigger than QB. We're 96 buildings big. This is why we got so many rappers that come from that one neighborhood. Okay? You go there, you're going to think you're in a maze. Every building's identical looking, but they all crisscross. Like one complex, another complex, then another complex. And you could get yourself lost in there, man. Oh, you got the lead? You must be a little ahead of me then a little bit. Let me see. What the hell? Oh, yeah, you do. 95 to 94. Here we go. 95 to 94. And shout out to T, man. I hope he come back in the live screen, man. Oh, Tragedy Gaddafi. I forget Tragedy. That's the older god right there, man. Shout out to Tragedy. And shout out to King Shooter, R.I.P. R.I.P. the prodigy of Mobb Deep. Can't forget them boys, man. The prodigy from Mobb Deep, man. He was that dude, man. He was that guy that he was so unique and different. He had a rapping style that a lot of guys didn't have. Sometimes he could appear like he's talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron closing this Thunder team out in the fourth like he's supposed to do. He's just tearing his team apart by being smart and wise. LeBron always knows how to beat this Thunder team. He let them take the lead. Then he said, fourth quarter come, I'm going to stop playing around with you guys, and we're going to win the game. Yeah, Pete was a storyteller, man. He had them tales, man. And for a guy that wasn't really from QB, he was actually from the suburbs, which is Long Island. But he hung out in Queensbridge so much to the point that we accepted him like one of our own. This guy would be there every single day, never missed a day. He was there for every big event that took place in Queens. He was always around here. He moved to Queens, but he lived in Lefrak City. But he would always come to the bridge. And he would always be part of stuff, So, and dudes was like, hey man, you here 24/7. You might as well rap Queensbridge because you here all the time anyway. And that's how it came to be. So say, hey, I'm gonna rep QB. But he's technically from Hempstead, Long Island. He was raised in Long Island more. He just used to hop on that train and head to the bridge all the time. Yep. Oh, LeBron just got the ball stolen from him? Wow. LeBron launches the three again. Misses. This time he can't get it to go down. It's only a 2-point game. It's anybody's ball game right now. Anybody could win. After this game is over with, I'm going to eat some more food, get some more grub in my system. And, post up some more vids probably. Not that much games to break down today. So, I'm not going to break down most of the games today. I think I'm not going to do any coverage on tonight's game. Nothing big going down. Like these games with blase. Yeah, Montrezl Harrell tucked that elbow, boy. Oh, nice. That's a good battle. Luka versus Trae Young, the next generation of NBA players. What y'all think about Luka, man? Is he the real deal for you guys, or what y'all think of him? Do you think his game is going to develop, or is going to stay stuck in that same way? Is he ever going to develop a defensive game? Right now, Luka's not a good defensive player. Will that change, or do you think that stays the same? All right, you think Luka's the truth? That's what's up. People think because Luka's from Europe, he's a European, that he won't get at people. Luka, he's tough. He'd get in your face and talk shit. You remember what he did with the Clippers? The Clippers was trying to bully him. They tried to play the race card, calling him white boy and all that stuff. He wasn't having it. He was in their face. He was like, yo, bring it. Luka was not scared. Because sometimes some of these European players, they back down, But Luka didn't back down from the Clippers. Clippers were trying to be like the bad boy Pistons. They were trying to intimidate people. They were trying to talk smack, Montrezl Harrell was trying to be a bully. It just didn't work. They did everything in their power to try to, get under Luka's skin. Try to hit him with the white boy comments. He's soft. Luka wasn't having it, man. He had some Larry Bird in him because Larry Bird was a tough cat, man. Larry Bird didn't take shit from nobody. Larry Bird didn't care if you was black, white, green. If you violate, he was going to demonstrate. That's how Larry Bird got down, man. He didn't give a fuck. Wow. 100 to 100. Montrezl Harrell gets fouled. If this game goes into overtime, I'm going to be real pissed. If this game goes into overtime, I'm telling you, I'm done. There's no way y'all go to overtime with the Thunder twice. Why y'all going to overtime with these scrub teams? Shouldn't y'all be going to overtime with the Clippers or something? The Brooklyn Nets or something, man, but damn. Montrezl Harrell with 16 points. He's at the free throw line trying to make it 17. And he has 17 points. With 1 minute to go in this game, the Lakers are up by 1 point. Game is almost over. That means I'm 1 minute away to making myself a plate of food. And that's it. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, if AD wasn't on this Lakers team and they played the best of 7, you think the Thunder would take them to 7 games? Yeah, man, hey, they free for a reason. You got to knock down those free throws. Well, that's saying a lot. That just say you guys need Anthony Davis a lot, you know. Lakers need Anthony Davis like a fish needs water. Okay? That's how bad they need Anthony Davis. Yep. That's why I say the Lakers need Anthony Davis like a fish needs water. No, LeBron's 35 years old, so there's going to be some limitations to what he could probably do for you. And you realize LeBron James is going to retire in this era, in this decade, from 2020 to 2029 is 10 years, right? So within these 10 years, the LeBron era will come to an end. You know? So just think about that. LeBron, maybe KD. KD could potentially retire in this era too. So this era is going to, a lot of guys are going to be potentially saying bye-bye in this decade. This is going to be the decade a lot of guys retire. You know, a lot of the guys that you've been watching for years. Now you're going to have to say goodbye to them. You know, you're going to have to say goodbye to LeBron in about 3 more years, 3 more seasons. Okay, so are you saying that LeBron is not at their level? So you're saying those guys are better than LeBron at this age? Is that what you're saying? I mean, here's the thing about LeBron, man. He's old, so he's going to have some nights when he shows up, some nights that he disappears, you know? Yeah. But LeBron's 30, he's 35 now, right? 35, 36-ish. So, man, he probably retire about 38. Keep in mind, LeBron wants to catch Kareem in again, stats. LeBron's only case for being GOAT and leaving us some type of legacy is catching Kareem. Because he know he can't catch Michael in titles. It may be too late, you know? Because to even say that they're going to three-peat is really questionable, okay? Because AD is questionable. AD hasn't played full seasons. You know, he gets hurt every single year in his career. So who's to say he won't get hurt this season? You know, knock on wood, but who's to say he won't get hurt? You know, so man, Brooklyn Nets, they have a chance to three-peat, but I mean, three-peat is still hard, you know. So LeBron's definitely going to be playing for the long haul to get those stats. LeBron loves stats. Okay, he was saying guy that wore a shirt that says "check my stats." So LeBron James is a stat stuffer. He's a guy that appreciates stats. You know, believe it. Remember the time when Dwayne Wade was saying triple doubles are overrated and he don't care about them, and LeBron was like, "Oh, hold up now. You know, don't be disrespecting triple doubles," because he likes stats. You know, so his case for GOAT is very slim. It's actually going down, and he doesn't have much to hang on to but empty stats. You know, trying to catch Kareem in scoring, to me, it's a good accomplishment, but it's not going to put you as the GOAT. No, Kareem got the title, and very few people call him the GOAT. You know, and he got more titles than LeBron, and people still don't call him the GOAT that much. So, LeBron misses another three. OKC may actually pull this off. Look like the plan will backfire on the Lakers. No, LeBron may not go down as the GOAT, but there's several guys that's playing in the league now that has a chance to go down as the GOAT. You know? Kyrie could possibly retire early, yeah. Man, hell yeah, Oscar did it in his sleep. Triple-double king, man. But LeBron's playing for the long haul. Triple-doubles are overrated. I mean, I guess it depends. It's an opinionated thing. You know, some people feel like they're overrated, you know. I mean, I would tell you this much, Brandon. They lost their value. Having a triple-double in today's game is definitely, it's a mad thing. Because you'd be like, a lot of people get triple-doubles now. It's not rare no more. Yeah, they don't. You know, a lot of guys get triple-doubles in games and still lose, you know. That's true. And it actually held a little more. It held a little more. It had more of a meaning back then. Tay, man. Then Kuz cost you the game. Uh-oh, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. 24 seconds. The Lakers about to lose the game. Lakers gave this game away. See how nice LeBron James is? He's a nice guy. He gives away free games. Kobe don't give free games away. You know, Mike don't believe in giving free games away. This was a free game. This is a freebie by LeBron James. You know, that's the difference between him and certain players. He's just too nice sometimes. You know, you will wish that he would put his foot on some people's neck sometimes. You know. He has that too cool for school attitude. You know, like, it's okay. I get the next one. You know. But to me, if you're a professional basketball player, you should be looking to win all the time. But that's just me. Yeah, that is true. And you get these long rebounds. Rebounding is kind of overrated in today's league because people shoot so much threes. You're getting just a long rebound when the ball bounces off the rim. I mean, Westbrook is a perfect example of stat padding triple doubles. Now the guy did it for like what 2 to 3 seasons. He stat padded a whole season of triple doubles. Now he wasn't going to leave that game until he got the triple double. So yeah, man, that's just how it goes. What's the score of this game so far? Anybody know? Can somebody tell me what's the score of this game? Because I got a commercial break. And later, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with this GameStop card. This was actually cool that they gave me this. It'd be kind of even more cool if they send me another one in the mail. You know. So. Oh, 24 seconds to go. The Thunder is up by 3. You know. For the life of me, I know it's media and it's entertainment. I don't think LeBron James should be compared with Jordan, man. I think he should be compared with other players like a Magic Johnson or something. You know. I just think he missed that boat, but he should be compared to a Magic Johnson more. Oh, but he ties the game. Oh my God. Now, see, after missing all those threes, now he ties it. In a way, I hope LeBron don't send this game into overtime. Please don't send this game into overtime. Oh, no, we're going to get overtime. What I told you this game is going to go into overtime. Jesus Christ. LeBron James came up clutch. I give him credit for that. That was a clutch 3-pointer by LeBron. That was his third attempt because he kept, see, if you just keep going for it, you may actually get it. This is the attitude LeBron should have. He took 3 3-pointers, missed 2 of them, made 1. That's throwing the stats out the window and just say, fuck it, I'm trying to win. No, the old LeBron, he would have been a little more, oh, I can't mess up my 50%. I don't want to shoot this 3. Because if I miss, I go down. I don't shoot 50% in this game. Forget that damn field goal percentage. If the game's on the line, if people keep giving you the shot, you're going to keep taking that shot until you make it. Clutch 3 for LeBron James. Now you're going to overtime. You better put your foot on their neck and close this game out. If you're going to send this garbage team to overtime, I want to see you drop like 10 or 15 points in this overtime. Completely destroy this Thunder team, LeBron. No. Come on, LeBron. Let's do it. Show them what's up. You are an all-time great player, right? We all know you are. Beat this team already. You know, Jesus. Probably it's not like this the time though. It's 105 to 105. That is a clutch play for LeBron James. Got to give the man credit. He came doing the clutch, but damn, do you really have to be clutch against the Thunder? Can you just beat this team already? Why do you keep this team sticking around? Keep going into overtime with the Thunder. Okay, 105 to 105 is the score so far. Bistro's not watching the game, so I'm gonna keep giving him the score. Yeah, every team's a good team, but there's just some teams that, you know, we could dump on them tonight. You know, and actually, every team's a good team. I don't know, man. There's some teams that's really trash. Yeah, but that's the Nets, bro. I mean, the Nets, that's the Three Stooges. Octavius, Lakers ain't the Three Stooges. So that's completely different. They ain't got that Larry Curly Mo, Curly Durant, Larry Irvin, and Mo Harden. Okay, that's complete. This is the Lakers, man. This is the 2020 champions. This ain't no Brooklyn Nets, bombshell or disaster waiting to happen. Let's leave those Three Stooges alone. Mo Harden, and then his over dribbling. Yeah, I'm starting to notice that, Brian. Starting to notice that. Back-to-back games going to overtime. When you win a championship, you don't get to be called the Stooges. The only Three Stooges in the NBA is the Brooklyn Nets. Larry, Curly, and Mo. They're gonna be the Three Stooges for this whole season until they win something and show me something. If they keep screwing up, I'm gonna call them the Three Stooges all day long. Yo, Brandon, you are 100% right. They gave away their whole nucleus just to get James Harden, a guy that underperforms in the playoffs, that disappears or acts out of character. And you got D'Antoni. D'Antoni just equals losing. They say defense wins championships, right? There's no defense for D'Antoni, man. Because he white. White privilege. I'll be right back. As a matter of fact, I'll be right back. Be right back. Oh, neat. That's nice. I'm back, y'all. Oh, 109 to 109? Jesus. Yeah, it's a shootout. Oh my God. Tight ball game. Man, we got ourselves a good ball game. Right back again. Got to get that plate. All right, what's the score? Anybody know the score? Oh, 1-4. Okay, gotcha. Haven't given them their credit, man. They won. They're about to win, but still, they shouldn't be struggling to play OKC Thunder, even without Anthony Davis. Grubbing on his food right now, man. Shoot that, bro. Oh, damn. Air ball by LeBron. Damn. Shoot that boy. At least he shot it though. Look at that guy's hands. He look all shaky. He's like, what's that? Eating videos? That's some strong crunching they're doing over there. Yo, did y'all see that guy guarding LeBron? That dude was shook, man. So, oh my God, I'm guarding LeBron. His hands were shaky like he drunk too much coffee. What the fuck was that? Look at this. Yo, that shit was funny. All right, Lakers win. Actually, I'm thinking about that play. I'm starting to laugh now. I think it's like, holy shit. Man, that dude was shaking. I saw that when I was eating. I said, what the fuck was that? Oh my God. Let me get out of here, man. I want to say shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Octavia. Shout out to Ryan Johnson. That stuff is on my mind now. Shout out to Octavius. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to everybody that came in the screen, man. I forgot some of you guys' names. Shout out to Hoop Facts. Oh my God, that was funny. Yeah, you. Oh, shit. Oh my God. I'm out, man. I see you guys later, man. This is making me laugh. Oh my God, I'm starting to cry a little bit. Yo, I'm out. Peace, everybody.